All right, all right. Good evening. It is Monday and another edition of Leadership Mondays for Entrepreneurs with Bridget O. Michaels. How are you all doing? So, today, what am I going to be talking about? It's really simple. It's really simple. You want to be a leader? Grow yourself. Do you want to be a leader? Do you have a team that you are leading? Are you a CEO of an organization? Are you a mom or a dad and you have a team at home that you are leading? Grow yourself. Because that's the number one requirement. Because if you haven't grown yourself, how then can you develop others? So stay tuned with me to learn more. All right. So welcome if you're joining me, and you really have to say hello if you want me to know that you are there. Otherwise, I wouldn't really know that you are watching live. So what do I mean by for you to be a leader, you have to grow yourself first? Oh, yes, because growing yourself will enable you to grow others. It's simply called the law of contribution. That's what it means. I'm just giving you a moment to let that sink in. I really love it, I must tell you, because if you are not doing something with your life, it doesn't matter how long it is. That's why you often see people, they just live a short amount of time, but they impact a lot of people in that short amount of time. And I'm going to quickly read a quote from you from um, one of the authors that I love. Okay, I'm going to read a quote from you by Jimmy Carter. I said, I have one life and one chance to make it count for something. My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I can, wherever I am, for as long as I can, with whatever I have to try to make a difference. That's a quote by Jimmy Carter. He says, I have one life and one chance to make it count for something. My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I am, whenever I can, for as long as I can, with whatever I have to try to make a difference. The same way that I know a lot of people who have lived a short amount of time, they impacted a lot of lives. The same way that I know people who have lived a long time and they have not impacted nobody. And yes, I can hear you say that. What a worthless trip, right? Waste of time. Excuse me. There's I don't know if you are familiar with the writings of Benjamin Franklin, and my mentor John Maxwell said he was always very, very inspired by him when he was a teenager. And one of the things, that Benjamin Franklin always says is that he really values adding value to people. Is that you? Do you really value adding value to others? Do you do that? Do you, if I just walk up onto you, or I come and meet you, or meet you somewhere and I ask you, hey, tell me, on a daily basis, do you love to add value to people? What will you say? Maybe you quickly say yes, you do, right? I don't really like talking about myself, but often people have told me that, you know, I have impacted them. I see people come up to me, I haven't forgotten about them. I say, oh, Bridget, you remember years ago you did this, you did this, you did this. I cannot even remember. But I know that I have always been one person who loved to serve, who loved to give value to others. And Benjamin Franklin says that every day of his adult life, he set aside time to examine two questions. And these two questions I want to bring forth to you today. The two questions are, he says in the morning, he asked himself, what good shall I do today? He says, he asks himself every morning, what good shall I do today? And in the evening, he asked himself another question. What was one good thing that I have done today? So in the morning, he asked himself a question. What good shall I do? In the evening, he comes back and analyzes himself and says, okay, what good have I done today? Wow, that's so deep, right? I'm not there yet. But I hope to. So Benjamin Franklin once wrote, I would rather have it said he lived usefully that he died rich. More than just words, it was the way that Benjamin Franklin actually lived his life. It's true. You can go read a little bit about him. No wonder John Maxwell, really took heed to all his teachings, and he said he was greatly inspired by him. So do you want to actually grow a team? You actually want to improve the lives of others, you want to add value to people. You have to develop yourself first. You have to take, personal growth and development, seriously. You can't say you want to lead and you don't even have one leadership book in your shelf, or one book to grow you. And you're not able to contribute to contributions, that matters. So how are you going to lead people? Your goal in life is you get to get good so that you can help other people get good, isn't it? That's how it is. So at the end of the day, the whole reason for growth is I've got to get better as a person. Me, I have to get better so I can help other people get better themselves. Because really, you cannot give what you do not have. Yes, you do. You cannot give what you don't have. You really want to lead others? You want to develop others? Go develop yourself first. Always be one rung up in your team. As you learn, you just learn to be a river, not a reservoir. So as you are learning, you flow whatever it is that you are learning to your team. Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact is that every day you should ask yourself, what do I have to give? Every day, what do I have to give? Because a lot of people that I come in contact with, either my clients or my peers or my friends or even, siblings or family members, they always, oh, I don't really have much to give. Oh, no, you do. You do really have a lot to give. But the fact is, you and I know that you have not spent quality time to really sit down and ask yourself, what do I have that I can give? Oftentimes, the person who says, I don't have anything to give, when they sit down with me and after about 5-10 minutes, oh, I begin to see all the potentials that they have inside of them. Well, the only thing that they need is to develop it. Maybe they need a coach or a mentor to help them develop or harness the skills that they already have. But when you sit down there and say, oh, I don't have anything to give, guess what? The universe also listens to you, right? Because as an entrepreneur and you keep saying, I don't have, that's exactly what you're sending out to the universe. And the universe is reading that as your intention. That's what you're putting out there. I don't have anything to give. But you do really have something to give. So maybe you need to really do an analysis of yourself. But now I don't know what your answer really is, but here's what I do know for sure. No matter what you have today to give, if you start growing, growing as a person, as an individual, guess what? Tomorrow you have something more, something graver to give. And that's the key to growth. And that's not just the key to growth, that is the key to life. But a lot of people miss this. They miss it just like that. And I think the happiest people are the people who are growing and learning. Oh, yes. That's what I personally think. I don't know about you. Just lock me up in a library full of books. I'll be good. I won't even think about when I'm hungry or if I need anything. Just lock me up there. Just fill the place with books. There is no greater joy than taking what I am learning and passing it on to my community. That's what brings me the greatest joy. That's why I go everywhere to learn. I am not too proud to ask anyone to teach me what I don't know, including a kid. Yes. Oh, you'll be amazed at what a 2-year-old will teach you, because you know the 2-year-old asks questions all the time. The mind, they have very high level of curiosity inside of them. They're always asking you why. They challenge you, and they actually test your patience. So when I come out here to teach, and I do this, I do love it. I do actually love it, because you know what? I learn and I come and I share. And that's exactly what you ought to be doing if you really want to develop yourself before you go grow your team. And trust me, you know, sooner or later, your team will be very developed, because a developed team is what? A growing team, a productive team, because you give them what they need. Okay? So next time that someone asks you to come and lead or to come and teach, don't say, hey, I don't have anything to give. Never say that. Because I know that there are a lot of things, a lot of deposits that are in you, a lot of greatness inside of you. And you need to start tapping into that greatness so that you can receive more. Remember, like I said, you are a river. You're not a reservoir. I remember when I started my growth with John Maxwell initially. And this journey brought me through this leadership journey, all to other things. And I'm still growing and I'm still learning. Yes, I am. And I love it. But I just want you to know that I'm just another girl, another woman, and I don't have two heads. But just I have come to realize that in order for me to be able to pour into others, I need to spend quality time developing myself. I know that there is greatness inside of you. I know that there are lots of unsung, unwritten songs inside of you. I know a lot of music inside of you. I know that there's a lot of songs inside of you that haven't been heard yet. And I know that there's a lot of dreams inside of you. You have potentials. You don't even have a clue about that right now. But let me also tell you, you will never get to them unless you start your growth journey today. Because you're not able to receive what you can be if you don't step out of your comfort zone. And as you grow, you begin to stretch yourself, and you keep stretching yourself. And remember, the more you stretch yourself, the more you have to give to others. Don't let life come to you. You go to life. Don't expect things to happen to you. Make them happen. Oh yes, make them happen. And I love it when my mentor, John Maxwell, says, there is no finish line. There is no finish line. There is no finish line. So I hope I'll be able to, serve you today. Remember, be a river and not a reservoir. If you want to be able to develop others, to be able to contribute to humanity and mankind, go grow yourself. And if you don't know how to, contact me, message me. That's why I'm here. Oh yes, message me, because you all know that I'm a leadership and a business coach for entrepreneurs. So I'm here. All right. Until I see you again next time, same time Monday. Stay tuned. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.